Many people wonder if they can patent a catchy phrase they've created. The truth is, you cannot patent a phrase, but you can trademark one. This important distinction is crucial for protecting your intellectual property. Trademarks are designed to identify the source of goods or services, and phrases that serve this purpose can receive legal protection. While patents protect inventions and processes, trademarks protect brand identifiers like names, logos, and yes, distinctive phrases. For a phrase to qualify for trademark protection, it must meet several criteria established by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. First, it must be distinctive enough to distinguish your goods or services from others. Generic or purely descriptive phrases typically won't qualify. Second, the phrase must be used in commerce across state lines. Third, it cannot be confusingly similar to an existing trademark, especially within your industry. And finally, some phrases may need to demonstrate secondary meaning, proving the public associates the phrase with your brand. Why should you consider trademarking your phrase? There are several compelling reasons. A trademarked phrase helps create unique marketing materials that competitors cannot legally appropriate. It increases brand recognition as customers learn to connect your phrase with your product. Think of how "just do it" immediately brings Nike to mind. A good phrase can appeal to customers and potentially influence their purchasing decisions. It can create buzz when people use it in everyday conversation, even when they aren't purchasing. And perhaps most importantly, it improves your legal standing, allowing you to sue any competing business that profits from your phrase. The most successful trademarked phrases typically fall into several categories. These include taglines or slogans like "Apples think different," catchphrases often used by entertainers, brand mottos that reflect company values like L'Oreal's "because you're worth it," service identifiers that distinguish specific offerings, and even pop culture references when used commercially. You can establish some limited protection for your phrase simply by using it regularly and openly in commerce, along with the trademark symbol, TM. However, for comprehensive protection, you should register your phrase with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. When registering, you'll need to choose between two filing bases. A use in commerce application is appropriate if you're already using the phrase commercially. You'll need to submit specimens showing the phrase in actual use. Alternatively, an intent to use application is ideal if you haven't yet used the phrase, but plan to. This secures your priority before publicly launching your brand, though you'll eventually need to submit proof of use. Before registering, conduct thorough research. Familiarize yourself with trademark basics through the USPTO website. Search their trademark electronic search system to ensure your phrase isn't already trademarked. Determine how you'll use your phrase and identify the appropriate field class or categories for your products and services. Also consider your preferred format, including font and styling. The strength of your trademark phrase significantly affects your level of protection. Phrases fall along a spectrum of distinctiveness. Fanciful made-up words like Xerox receive the highest protection. Arbitrary existing words used out of context, like Apple for computers, also enjoy strong protection. Suggestive phrases that hint at qualities, such as Netflix, receive moderate protection. Descriptive terms that directly describe product features have low protection and may require proof of secondary meaning. Generic common terms cannot be protected at all. The registration process involves several steps. First, complete the initial application form with all relevant information about yourself or your company. The exact phrase you want trademarked, its field class, how you created it, and how you'll use it. Proofread carefully to avoid delays. Submit the form with the filing fee. which ranges from $275 to $325 per class. Once submitted, record your USPTO serial number as proof of application. To improve your chances of approval, be precise with your phrases' spelling and formatting. Submit clear specimens showing the phrase in use. Avoid vague language in your goods and services description. Choose between standard character format for broad text protection or special form for specific designs. Consider international protection if you plan to operate globally. After filing, you may receive an office action requesting clarification or changes to your application. Once approved, you should use the registered trademark symbol, R, whenever you publish your phrase. Actively enforce your trademark by sending cease and desist letters to unauthorized users and filing infringement lawsuits when necessary. Maintaining your trademark requires ongoing attention. Monitor for unauthorized uses of your phrase. File necessary renewals between the 5th and 6th year after registration and every 10 years thereafter. Consider enrolling in the USPTO's monitoring and enforcement programs for additional protection. Remember, trademarking a phrase gives you exclusive rights within your industry, but you must actively protect and maintain it. The process typically takes 8 to 12 months, though it can be longer, depending on your application's complexity. With proper registration and vigilance, your trademarked phrase can become a valuable asset for your business for years to come.